So that was a bit interesting. Oh my gosh. You know, I gotta find some other way to
So that was a
get
bit
these to bumpers to render. Jesus Christ. The bumpers are cool and they play properly in any other format, but coming over to OBS, Jesus, man, it just the sound didn't play with the bumper, and then when the sound finally did come in, it looped. It never stopped. What the hell? Jesus, freaking technology. You know, you try to do shit to improve your channel and never works out right away. It's sad. Anyway, I did want to cover this thing. This CNN article, which is an opinion piece, really, by Chris Salitza. Rhymes with pizza. Well, anyway, Trump did this Montana rally. And I now hear two people speaking about bumpers. Okay, well, Falcon says he only hears one, but either way, thank you both for stopping by. Anyway, so I don't know if anybody else caught it, but Trump had this rally in Montana, and I got to hear some clips of it a few days ago, and I swear, I don't know if the whole speech he gave was this fashion, but the clips I heard, it was kind of him roasting people. It was almost like stand up. And it was pretty great. There's a few videos here that are clipped to highlight the event, and hopefully the sound will pop in here. I think I've got it set to do that, so I don't have to fart with my settings. If you're hearing voices in your head, Lisa, seek therapy. But make sure when you see the title therapist that the and the E and the R are connecting, so it doesn't spell something else. Because if it spells something else, you don't want to go see that person. All right, let me play this video here, and we'll see how it does. We really do.
In choosing a new justice, I will select someone with impeccable credentials.
President Trump starting a long weekend in New Jersey by teasing the primetime announcement of his Supreme Court Justice nominee as if it's an upcoming episode of The Apprentice.
I'm looking for The Apprentice. And who will be?
His weekly address, a major change in tone from Thursday night's raucous rally in Montana. The president drawing cheers while taking aim at familiar targets like Senator Elizabeth Warren. Trump suggesting the Massachusetts Democrat take a DNA test to prove her claims of Native American heritage.
I'm going to get one of those little kids. And in the middle of the debate, when she proclaims that she's of Indian heritage, because her mother said she has high cheekbones, we will take that little kid and say, but we have to do it gently. Because we're in the Me Too generation, so we have to be very gentle.
So he targets two leftist. One is an ideologue, and the other one is an ideology. And so far, people are losing their shit over it. Like, okay, so he was called a racist for calling Warren Pocahontas. And that's, and that's, when it comes to Warren, that's one thing about Trump that continually pisses me off, because he gets it wrong every time. Pocahontas, okay? Fake Pocahontas. Although some people do spell it F-A-U-X, French word for false. Do not go to the mosque. Hey, D.I., how's it going? Oh, you two know each other. That's nice, though. Hey, D.I., keep cranking out those videos. I'm trying to get caught up on them, but they're actually the ones that I have seen are enjoyable. And then it gets onto the Me Too movement. Now, I personally don't necessarily have a problem behind the Me Too movement. I think the execution of the Me Too movement. Excuse me while I yawn. I'm sorry, it's after my usual bedtime, folks. But I'm not working tomorrow, so I figured, I'll just stay up and fart around for a minute. Anyway, it's the execution of the Me Too movement, and it seems to have fallen flat on its face because, when you're sitting here trying to promote a movement sparked by Harvey Weinstein. Why do we pronounce it that way? Anyway, it already looks a little suspicious because those people kept their traps shut for years. Anyway, let's go on.
And we will very gently take that kid, and we will slowly toss it.
Trump also mocked a former Republican president, ridiculing 94-year-old George H.W. Bush's trademark phrase.
I've spoken of 1,000 points of light.
All the rhetoric you used to hear, the 1,000 points of light. What the hell was that, by the way? 1,000 points of light. What did that mean? Does anyone know?
Trump took a
Well, I don't really care if he's mocking George H.W. Now, I was a bit younger when George H.W. Bush was president of the United States. I think I had turned 16 right before he had won his election. And, I didn't really particularly have a problem with his presidency because I wasn't as involved, so I didn't know. But, the way the Bushes have kind of, done Trump since he's been in office, like I lost a bit of respect for G-Dub over his speaking against Trump. That man was silent for 8 years of Obama, and he should have been. I really do believe that presidents, when they leave office, need to go away. Don't ever speak on politics ever again. You had your chance to make a change and whatever, but so I don't really have a problem with that.
Noticeably different approach when talking about Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I'm meeting with President Putin next week, and getting along, let me tell you, getting along with Russia and getting along with China and getting along with other countries is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
I don't disagree with that. It's so hilarious the way the left has just gone over or just gone on about Russia collusion. Not because of anything that Obama said to Medvedev, that Russian guy. He was asking for flexibility. Anyway, and it's the 2012 debates when Mitt Romney was asked by Candy Skin Crawley, who Mitt Romney thought our greatest geopolitical foe was, and he said Russia. And what was Obama's response? The fucking turd said, Mr. Romney, the 1980s called, and let me be clear. They want their foreign policy back. Fuck off, dude. I think most people understood, despite the reset button, the George Bush looking into Putin's soul and seeing a good man, I think most of us understood that those were platitudes, and we actually understood that Russia was not our friend.
President Putin is KGB and this and that. You know what? Putin's fine. He's fine. We're all fine. We're people.
I think we'll watch this next one here. Let's see. I think this clip
She of the great
gets a little bit
tribal heritage. What tribe is it? Let me think about that one. Meantime, she's based her life on being a minority. Pocahontas. They always want me to apologize for saying it. And I hereby Oh, no, I want to apologize. I'll use tonight. Pocahontas, I apologize to you. I apologize. To you, I apologize. to the fake Pocahontas, I won't apologize.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, actual Pocahontas. It's Pocahontas that I have a little bit of a gripe with. Oh. Falcon Millennial, I don't want to get along with Russia. I want war, said the left. Yeah, it seems to be that way. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go far to take I don't think they seriously wanted, but they sure as hell don't want Trump to try to get along with them. It's your fucking faults that we're in this position. It's kind of been an unspoken rule. Former presidents don't comment on the current administration. Yeah, you know, I will. Jimmy Carter, from what I've observed, ruined that. He stomped on that rule when George W. Bush got into office. Fuck that peanut farmer. With all due respect, Mr. President. Yeah, that's not too hard to agree with. Watcher, they probably do just want the war profits. Let's go on here.
No, it's causing her problems. You know, that name's good because now even the liberals are saying, take a test. Take a test. You know, I tell you, I shouldn't tell you because I like not to give away secrets. But this one, let's say I'm debating Pocahontas, right?
You don't like giving away secrets unless you're colluding with Russia, President Trump. Yeah.
I promise you I'll do this. I will take, you know those little kits they sell on television for $2? Learn your heritage. Guy says, I was born in Scotland. It turns out he was born in Puerto Rico, and that's okay. It's good. You know. Guy says, I was born in Germany. Well, he wasn't born in Germany. He was born someplace else. I'm going to get one of those little kits. And in the middle of the debate, when she proclaimed...
I like how he winds that up. And in the middle of the debate. I don't know why. It just... sounds like he's clenching a little bit, but I still like the wind up.
...claims that she's of Indian heritage because her mother said she has high cheekbones. That's her only evidence, that her mother said she had high cheekbones. We will take that little kit and say, but we have
to... ladies, how are your cheekbones? Are they high? Or are they kind of, a little bit halfway down your face?
to do it gently. Because we're in the Me Too generation, so we have to be very gentle. And we will very gently take that kit and we will slowly toss it, hoping it doesn't hit her and injure her arm. Even though it only weighs probably 2 ounces.
See, look, I don't know why the Me Tooers are getting all bent out of shape. He wants to make sure that he doesn't violate her, for crying out loud. I don't get it. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the actual article itself. The 11 most dangerous things Donald Trump said in his Montana speech. Oh, gosh, just can't even get into the article without having to take a moment to laugh at the stupid headline. Okay, quote, she gets special treatment under the justice system. Sorry. Really, dude. You know, your ellipses could have continued on through that. She gets special treatment under the justice system. Trump is talking here, of course, about Hillary Clinton. He's interrupted in his attack by chants of "lock her up" from the crowd. Trump's undermining of the Justice Department, which he has done on a How was Donald Trump undermined the Justice Department by what? Not interfering with them? It's by not interfering with the Mueller investigation. Jesus Christ, is deeply dangerous to how people perceive those who are tasked with enforcing our laws. Really. We're concerned about the perception of how those who are tasked with our. Can anyone say ICE? Can you type it in capital letters? Yeah. Can we talk? Can we talk about the desire to have ICE abolished when we're talking about law enforcement? When the President of the United States insists the Justice Department is biased and can't be trusted, it erodes one of the long-standing pillars of civil society. Well, fuck, dude. When there's enough evidence to point to the Justice Department and the FBI being corrupt and biased, okay, here, let's see if anybody else can say another word. Can anyone say Peter Strzok? I know you can't spell it, but can you say it? For fuck's sakes, such hypocrisy going on here. 2, it's rigged. It's a rigged deal, folks. It's a rigged deal. I used to say it's a rigged deal. It's a disgrace. You know, one thing that I sometimes find annoying about Trump is that he does tend to repeat what he says a lot. And it's not even a repetition of point. He says almost verbatim the same damn thing. It's crazy. You was born in Germany, bitch. Okay. Seagull. Oh, shit, that's going to give me a strike, isn't it? It's not entirely clear to me what Trump is referring to here. Whether he's reiterating that the FBI is biased or more likely, casting aspersions. I used to say casting dispersions before I saw how it was actually spelled. Casting aspersions on the whole system of government. Either way, he's fomenting, for political gain, the resentment that lots of people feel towards their government and towards societal... Dude, people have been feeling resentment towards the government for a very long time now. This isn't something that started with Trump. And whether you like it or not, disagree with it or not, he tapped into that, especially with the talk of draining the swamp. Let's move on. Number 3. But we signed a wonderful paper saying they're going to denuclearize the whole thing. It's going to all happen. I don't know. How was my Trump impersonation? Gas the Jews? Oh, jeez, there goes that strike. I can just see a little pug raising its paw. Seagull. Gas the Jews. Sorry, I gotta take a Tums here. Lisa. I have much respect for your Chancellor during World War II. Worst German accent ever. Okay. So, the nuclear deal. Trump's assertion that North Korea has agreed to denuclearize and that it's going to all happen is a massive overstatement of facts. Is it? Is it a massive overstatement of facts? You do understand here that they actually have not signed a treaty, but gosh, I don't even think we've gotten the language of the deal yet. Trump is asserting that it's going to happen based on further talks with North Korea, which are planned to happen. Jesus Christ, these fuckers putting the cart before the horse. And I guess in a manner of speaking, you can say Trump is putting the cart before the horse. But considering Trump was in on those meetings with Rocket Man, it's not outside the realm of possibilities that he's got a little bit more of his finger on the pulse than what Pizza Boy here does. Jesus Christ, how do you want to read that? Okay, so they're so dishonest, fake news. They're fake news media. 8 days ago, oh Jesus, really? This is what we're going to go with? 8 days ago, a man walked into the Capital Gazette newsroom in Maryland and murdered 5 staffers. A murder that had absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump and his assertions of news being fake. Absolutely nothing. You are juxtapositioning this incident with that, and it just is not true. In terms of North Korea, Lisa PDX, it's direction, not perfection. Thank you. Thank you. You got that talking point from Bill O'Reilly, didn't you? It's okay if you did. Opening up a discussion is a success in my humble opinion. Let's be honest, Lisa. There's nothing humble about your opinion, okay? And it's okay. It's all right. I like I like a brash opinion. Mauser's forever. Mm-hmm. On a 1 to 10, DI Freighter Watcher, your Trump is a 6. Ja, Gazijuden. Gazen. Jesus, okay, I need to stop doing that. I'm gonna get a strike. Jeez. I might have to like before this is over with, I might have to open up like 5 other channels, take the AIU route. You know what? Putin's fine, he's fine. We're all fine. We're people. Okay. I guess we have a problem with this. Hey, what does Trump mean by Putin's fine? Is he attractive? Is his health well? Like, he's not sick? This is dangerously naive view of the president. First of all, the U.S. intelligence community has unanimously... Jesus, there goes my speaking today. Has unanimously said that Russia actively meddled in the 2016 election. So fucking what? Can we get over this election meddling bullshit already? All right. I really wish I still had my hands on the article so I can remember the name of the former Obama cabinet member, whoever the hell it was, that said that the Obama administration sent him over to Russia to meddle in their election. And let's not ignore or forget, rather, that in the last Israeli election, President Obama had sent scores of people to thwart Benjamin Netanyahu's re-election campaign. Yeah. Oh, Russia meddled in elections. You know what? I swear to God, if it hadn't been for Russia, I would not have voted for Donald Trump. That said, because I'm skipping some here. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. His motives were his own. He held a grudge against the paper for its. Wait. Nope, I went backwards. There was dangerously okay. First of all, the U.S. Intelligence Committee, blah blah blah. Under Putin, Russia invaded the Ukraine. Can I put another name here as opposed to Putin? Under Obama, Russia invaded the Ukraine and annexed the Crimean Peninsula. And what did Obama do to try to convince Russia to get out of there? Obama finger wagged at Putin. What's a finger wag from a limp wrist like? Gosh. Oh, we're going back on more to fake. Oh, jeez. Number 7. A vote for Democrats in November is a vote to let MS-13 run wild in our communities. Campaign rhetoric can be a bit over the top, but this feels beyond the pale. Well, when you consider when you consider the reaction of top Democrats after President Trump had obviously been referring to MS-13 as animals, it's kind of no wonder that Trump would feel that way. It's not over the top. I mean, no, I would say it is over the top. But beyond the pale, no. Stop being a fucking snowflake. Excuse me. Trump is purposely weaponizing fear. Oh, I don't know if I can keep going, guys. It's late, and there is an abundance of fucktardery going on here. Democrats do not, in fact, want to let the violent MS-13 gang run wild in our communities, and I can kind of believe that. I can believe that Democrats actually don't want MS-13 or any other gang members running wild in our communities. They don't seem to want to stop it either. Jesus Christ. I say that a lot. Maybe I should stop taking the Lord's name in vain. But Trump knows that the image of tattooed thugs marauding your neighborhood strikes fear in the hearts of many people. And that terror is useful to him in a political context. Okay. Well, maybe if Democrats started getting a little bit more, I don't know, started getting a little bit more of a spine when it concerns border security, they'd seem less like a group of fuckwits. Let's check the chat. Okay, only 4 of us watching. We should at least thumbs up the video. Yes, please. That would be great. Shit shaming. Well, that is. Oh, finger wag from a lip wrist is the curse of diarrhea. Is it really? Oh gosh, that was a good one. Oh, they love say beyond the pale while clutching their pearls. Yes, apparently there are a bunch of Southern women at church. Oh my stars. Okay. Number 8. Democrats want anarchy. They really do, and they don't know who they're playing with, folks. 2 things here. Oh, yeah. So we can't just have one thing. We have to have 2 things here. First, Trump is saying Democrats want anarchy. Total chaos to be loosed on the United States. Again, weaponizing fear. Oh, okay. Yeah, you notice how this isn't really a... is it refutation? Yeah, it's not a refutation, or is it refutation? I think it's refutation. It's not really it's not really a solid argument. He's just using fear. Okay, now tell us why he's wrong. Oh, wait. No, second. Oh. Okay. We're just going to go with weaponizing fear. Okay, do I think Democrats as a party want anarchy? No. Do I think hardcore leftists like Antifa want anarchy? They may not want it, but they sure as hell are doing their best to cause it. The fuckers. Second, the threat inherent in, quote, they don't know who they're dealing with, unquote, is purposeful and dangerous. Jesus Christ. So dangerous. They don't know who they're dealing with. So dangerous. So fucking. Let's face it, folks. The left does not know who they're dealing with. Not when it comes to President Trump, and not when it comes to people who have voted for him, who currently support him, and are liking his policies. They don't know who they're dealing with. I mean, for crying out loud, today, I learned today, as some of you may know, I recently finished an advanced degree from a 4-year university, by the way. I don't think any other type of university offers an advanced degree. But anyway, I learned today that apparently a 4-year degree, an advanced degree, or even a regular degree, is supposed to somehow make you automatically sympathetic to the plights of people you don't know, and also intellectually honest, okay? This is the second time I've been told this by people who I have not seen in some time. I've known you to be a nice person, caring and funny. And as someone who just graduated with a master's degree, it's amazing. I don't know what happened to you that you don't care about people. Well, first of all, stop emotionally menstruating all over the text. I don't talk about that kind of stuff, Lisa. I'm sorry. I'll talk about my degrees or, what subject they're in. I don't wish to give too much of myself away, and I know that wouldn't be too much of myself, but I don't want to give anybody any kind of breadcrumbs to follow a trail to me. So I do apologize. Please do not that I think you would take it personally, but please don't. Anyway, the thing of it is what I think a lot of people don't understand who have known me for years is that, I didn't go to college at any age to be taught what to think, but how to think. And I think in the process, some of those people I had been in school with came out of there being told what to think. And now they have stunted their abilities to speak rationally with people who might differ with their opinion. Anyway, moving on. Number 9. I said it the other day. Yes, she has a low IQ. She is a low IQ individual, Maxine Waters, and she is. I said it the other day. Hi. Oh, gosh, stop repeating shit. I mean, honestly, she's somewhere in the mid-60s. I believe that. No, I'm going to have to disagree with the president. She's not somewhere in the mid-60s. She's somewhere between marijuana and crack cocaine. What Trump is saying, a prominent, and let's make sure that we get this identity in here, African-American female, handicapped, wheelchair-bound, still low IQ politician is very dumb. And no, none of this is by accident. Really? You mean to tell me that Trump didn't accidentally call Maxine Waters low IQ? Oh, Jesus, I left out lesbian. Oh, man. Maxine's not prominent. I'm sorry. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are still the heads of of Congress for the Democrat Party. Maxine Waters is a freaking loon, and that's the only reason why she has a name. Yeah, she's had a name for years, but who is? Well, I don't know why anybody would take her seriously now, but she's been taken more seriously of late. It's crazy. All right, so no, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Never mind. Number 10. Okay, we're almost through this shit. Winning the Electoral College is very tough for a Republican. Much tougher than the so-called popular vote, where people vote 4 times. Much tougher, much tougher. Oh, let's see. Study after study, which I'm going to open up here in a second, where this hyperlink goes to, has shown that claims of widespread voter fraud and abuse are simply not borne out of facts. No study after study has not been able to prove that there is voter fraud. And I personally don't know whether or not voter fraud has occurred. There have been numerous reports of voter fraud occurring. Voting rolls have shown that if we're just going by what we've heard, that dead people have voted. Okay. I don't think that it's happening rampantly, if at all, the way a lot of Republicans like to say it is. The point is it shouldn't be happening at all. Okay. But anyway. And if you don't think trying to disqualify the results of an election without evidence is dangerous, then you aren't thinking straight or at all. Russia stole the election for Trump. If you don't think trying to disqualify the results of an election without evidence is dangerous, then you aren't thinking straight. That's right. That's what somebody who writes for CNN is saying. Lastly, here we go. We will take that little kitten save, but we have to do it gently because we're in the Me Too generation, so I have to be very gentle. And we will very gently take that kit and we will slowly toss it, hoping it doesn't hit her and injure her arm, even though it only weighs about 2 ounces. And we will say, I will give you $1 million. Oh, we will say, I will give you $1 million to your favorite charity paid for by Trump. Speaking in the third person as though he's a professional wrestler. If you take the test so that it shows you're an, if you take the test that shows you're an American and that shows you're an Indian. It'd be funny though if the test results showed that she was like an Asian Indian. Truly remarkable. In his usual riff about the question surrounding Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren's claims of Native American heritage, Trump shows his true colors on the Me Too movement. Why? For saying that he doesn't want to hurt her? He doesn't want to impose some kind of injurious force on Senator Warren? Oh, gosh. You know, only people who hate women don't want to hurt women. He seems to suggest that the movement, which grew out of a series of news stories of powerful men sexually, you mean Harvey Weinstein, sexually harassing women, raping women, is about political correctness run rampant. I don't believe that Donald Trump is using that as a means to say political correctness has run rampant. I mean, is he mocking the Me Too movement? Sure. Does he like me think that the idea behind the Me Too movement is bad? I don't know. I think the delivery of it has been what's bad. I mean, Jesus, some of these stories, that comedian, I forget his name. It's geez, I don't even know what region of the world it comes from. I'll be honest with you. But anyway, yeah. You know, I moved in on her. She let me. You know, we were kissing, and then he forced me to give him a blowjob. You know that one. Anyway. Let's see. Trump seems to think, or at least say, that he has to be careful not to offend the Me Too movement by throwing a DNA heritage kit at Warren, which both deeply misunderstands what the Me Too movement is about, and denigrates the entire idea of women feeling safe to come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct. That's fine. The women who believe that, I'm sorry, women who have in fact been raped or been mistreated sexually should be able to come forward, no problem, you know. But let's not act like false accusations are not going out. Did read a story recently where somebody was actually sent to prison for making a false rape claim. Some of these, some states are getting really serious about that shit. Okay, so that's, let me go. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to look at this for a second. First, I want to see what's been going on. You know, there may be 4 people watching, but only 3 of y'all are interacting, which is fine. I'm just glad there's even 3 people here interacting, to be honest with you. Okay, so let me get back up. Oh, Falcon Millennial, you left, you jerk. That's okay. I'm guessing a master's in proctology, also known as political science. It's pretty dang close. Maxine Waters is the monkey to Chuck Schumer's organ grinder. There is some truth in that. I mean, she gave a little pushback, but she's mostly been quiet since Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi said, you know what, cut the shit. Let's see. Beautiful Image would make a great cartoon. Okay, missed that one. Let's see. So glad for US being the USA is much better than Germany now. Yeah. Hey, if Lisa, if you're still here, if you haven't checked out any Tree of Logic videos, you should check out her videos because she did spend a couple or 3 years in Germany. Well, I'm almost done. Can't you hang out? No, yeah, I'll just wrap it up. Screw it. Because who cares? Who cares about this shit? Anyway, Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Well, anyway, guys, it's going to do it for this test shit stream. Thank you for coming by. Lisa PDX, Falcon Millennial, DL. I'm turning into hard bastard now. DR Freighter Watcher, and whoever the fourth person is. Thanks so much for stopping in. And we'll see you around, and hopefully, we'll get some shit going on pretty soon here. Take care, and y'all have a good one.